one man's impulse, one man's plot, or the climax of a conspiracy.
By the military-industrial complex.
I heard something. I can hear that. You might need the mic closer to your mouth, so it is like bent away from your face.
I probably just need to.
There you go.
Do it like this because it puts the microphone closer to my face. Then
I can hear that way better.
All right, good.
Okay.
And that way it allows me to hear you in real time instead of just across the mic.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is what I was looking for, is something we could show across the screens here. I'm not sure how you're displaying your screen. That's fucking sweet.
Share screen.
You'll have to
I'll show you how to do that.
show me how to do that. It's your prison thing.
Yes.
If I share mine, can we see both of ours at the same time?
No, it's only one at a
Okay.
time.
But I'm assuming it's this little upload button down here.
Yeah, the little, it looks like a laptop with a screen with the arrow on it going up.
Cool. All right. So, yeah, this is kind of ideal. You'll be able to present your story to me. I'll be able to see the stuff
Yeah.
as you show it. If you need to show me a video or something, you'll be able to show me during the audio recording, and then we can upload it and edit it into the video version of that.
Right. You can't see my mouse, can you?
I don't see your mouse particularly. I do see. Oh, I do see your mouse. You're over side rock bolter.
Okay.
So yeah, my mouse off screen. I see you jumping around over there. If you want to run us through some of the stuff you've been working on.
All right. So, as of right now, some of the most researched topics are going to be the slide rock bolter and the booms.
Down for it.
And then that New World screwworm.
Well, whichever's fresher on your brain, which you'll feel more comfortable talking about, go with that one for now.
I don't know.
That's fine. I've been so trapped in like getting the videos and the stills and everything set up and ready for the show. It's a lot. You think it's like, oh, this looks like it would be easy. You just whip together and just talk. And it's like, no, it's not that easy.
Right.
When you break it down and you're actually whipping out spreadsheets and stuff just to make an episode happen. It's a lot harder than it looks. It's actually given me a new respect for people who do podcasts. It's definitely been fun, though.
Oh, yeah. Like, is there anything that you want to talk about off the dome?
Off the dome, some of the things I'm working on. Um, I really like the government side of all this, the exposing the New World Order, exposing the stuff like that. So I'm really interested in the archival footage I've been finding and doing episodes on that, the experiments and stuff. Um,
That makes sense.
I I like the space related stuff, so A19 and like the radiation belt and stuff like that. Firmament would be cool to get into because it's like something I don't understand. I don't particularly believe in, but it's really popular these days. But mostly, I just like the weird shit that the government's been working on that's been declassified since then. Like that flying saucer I was showing you earlier, where like I have an interview from a general saying, "Hey, we're not working on anything like that," and then all these years later, you see at an air base, not in America. I think that's how they're getting away with it. Is like the base where they were working on this flying saucer was in Ontario. It was an air base in Ontario,
Interesting.
so they have that gives them away to say, yeah, the U.S. is not working on it. No, they're doing it in Canada, but they're literally, they're one general saying we don't have flying saucers, and I'm literally looking at a video of a flying saucer being made by the
Like,
United States, and
yeah, and you showed me that video, and I'm more leaning towards it's more along the lines of like a hovercraft than it is a true
it definitely is.
saucer.
Yeah, no, it's like based on the Harrier jet today.
Yeah.
Like it evolved into Harrier jets. It's definitely prototype stuff. But this was the 1960s and it's 2026. So it's like so many years now that technology has got to be to the point where it's indistinguishable from alien. And all of a sudden, President Trump's coming like, we got aliens everywhere. And I'm like, are you talking about immigration aliens? Or are you talking about UFO aliens? Are you talking about interdimensional aliens? We don't know exactly what you're talking about. What we do know is you said you weren't making flying saucers. That was technically a flying saucer.
But then you have the stuff that they're doing with CERN, and now they're saying things about like interdimensional bleed through from like them turning on CERN at like higher powers and stuff like that. So whatever they're talking about that when they're talking about aliens.
CERN in and of itself is just an entire topic. B, it's so smart that like, can any of us really understand it? Do any of us really know what they're doing?
Right, and that mindset reminds me of this thesis paper I was reading when I was researching for the booms, and it's talking about like how you have these people who contribute different things to like a higher power, but then science comes along and tries to explain it, and even though they're explaining it, the other people who are coming from that religious mindset are closed off to the scientific part of it, but they're like, yeah, but the reason why it does that like that is because we believe that our deity or whatever designed it that way to happen that way to tell us this.
I don't think that's directly the case. I think that they're magicians that don't understand what they're doing yet. They're working on what they're doing. These people obviously, they either know so much or they know so little. And I would like to think that they know so little about the way the world actually works. Because if they knew too much, then it'd be weird. What messes me up is that little ritual they did at the beginning of opening the CERN, where they had all this pagan iconography, which I love pagans, love to death. Weird for a bunch of scientists to do for a grand opening of a show. Usually in construction sites, there's a ribbon, governor comes by, cuts it, stuff like that. Groundbreaking, awesome. That was interesting. That was weird. That's some Bohemian Grove shit. What is it?
Bohemian Grove.
Bohemian Grove.
Yeah.
It was very extra, and everybody's okay. They're messing up the timeline. They said first it was like, we're gonna have a black hole if we fire this up. Wasn't a black hole. Maybe it was. Maybe it trapped everything.
Maybe we're inside the black hole right now.
Maybe.
Like, we don't know that. There's so much that they're doing experimentally that they don't know the true outcome of, that it's like risk versus reward.
Yeah, it's complicated. It's so many levels. Like, a lot of these kind of projects are conducted in a way where maintenance department doesn't know what the engineers are doing. The engineers don't know what the scientists are doing. The scientists don't know what the project lead is doing. They just do what they're told that day, accomplish that
Right.
part of their goal, and none of them know exactly how the machine works entirely.
Right, there's like this one project manager that knows just enough to assign out to each of these groups what they need to be working on without context.
Yeah, it's like lock in, lock out, tag in, tag out.
Yeah.
It's very much a bunch of people working on a project, but no one person can do it all. Except for like the top 1% who know what they're doing, and if they are jumping through timelines, are those things that are localized, because they keep wanting to make bigger CERNs. They want to keep making bigger accelerated particles.
Particle
Machines.
accelerators.
Particle accelerators. They
I
want to
got
make
you.
bigger and bigger and bigger. So if they're making them bigger, clearly it's probably not affecting the whole world. Just small parts of it. I don't know. Is it weird? Yes. Is it creepy? Yes. Maybe they're literally just recording atoms being broken apart. But when we were raised, when we grew up, I was born in 1986. When you collided atoms together and they broke apart, that's what we called an atomic bomb. And they're doing this in a tube daily. It's kind of conflicting.
It's like,
Maybe my layman brain just can't comprehend. Okay, well, yes, but they're not maybe they're not radioactive particles. They're just
but what if the energy that is expelled during the process is just as harmful, but we don't know about it because they don't know 100% what they're doing. They're making educated guesses to get where they are right now in the process, and so far it's been working to their knowledge. It's like, because and not even the scientists truly know the intricacies of what the cause and effect is and how these things are going to impact our existence, as our perception of existence. Who knows? I don't know. I can't explain it. They can't either, truly. They're making this up as they go. That's what science is they're labeling things and going, oh, well, I tested it out because I thought that it would do one thing, and now it's doing another. Whether it's the intended response or what they thought it was going to be or not. And so, like, what's to say that they're not doing something that may be harmful to our existence? We don't know. They don't know.
No one knows. At the end of the day, it's scientific theory. You hypothesize, then you experiment, and you do it over and over again hoping to get the same result. So if it works on a small scale, you move it to a larger scale. And that's what's scary is like if they can control time, and Einstein's theory of relativity allows time travel. It doesn't explain time travel, but there's no part of the equation that says time travel cannot happen. We just, at the current time, we don't believe as laymen that we have the energy to do it. Now, the New World Order probably has a lot of technology we don't know about that knows how to do it. Now with AI, like if we're just getting AI, the government's had AI for like 20, 30 years.
Yeah, they've been working on this for so long.
So surely by now, here's the thing about time travel. There's only one way to know if your time travel machine works is you build the thing. As soon as you plug it in, someone will walk out of your time machine, because time travel technically can't exist until the first time machine's created. So if time travel is real, the moment you get it right, you plug that son of a bitch into a wall, a time traveler is going to walk out immediately, because that's the first time gate that they have access to. That's the earliest they can get to. So there are either time travelers here already, if they've made the machine. If they've not made the machine, we at least know how to calculate that we got it right. Because the moment you plug it into the wall, somebody is going to walk out. Something is going to come across. It would be surprising if it's a person. Science is very particular. If I created a time machine, I'm not walking through that motherfucker first. I may send a drone through.
Right.
So you're getting to like Stargate territory where it's like, let me send this machine through.
But then you also have the problem of
record, check the measurements, all that.
Right. But then like you also have the problem of like, is it locationally based? Like, are you traveling back in time in the same location? Or
time and space are different. Say you create a time machine, it might not be a human that walks through it. What if another species, another alien created a time machine? Reptilians, any alien.
what if instead of it being an actual time machine, it's just a like quantum portal of some sort?
Is there a difference?
It would be the same thing.
I mean,
and that would open it up to different, like if you want to take the route of like there being multiple universes coexisting at the same, or existences coexisting at the same time in different dimensions, then what's to say it's not a time traveler specifically from that particular dimension, but it's a cross-dimensional time travel where you're not going back to that same timeline.
That's for the stars. I mean, that's the to be continued. That's definitely above my pay grade, but I definitely have the wherewithal to imagine that if you can travel time, if we create a time machine and there's already a civilization that is interdimensional anyways, the moment we create that time machine, it allows a port. It's a port in the storm. Portal in science, yes, it becomes it's the USB port of universe. It's like, yes, plug in here, you can upload here. And maybe it's a good thing. Maybe we open up and an insect race full of mites and super advanced praying mantises come through.
I don't know how I feel about that. I like them
We play with time machines like, oh, it's only gonna be humans that come through it.
No, it's totally not. Like, that opens us up to so much more than just humans.
You're opening up a dimensional problem. You're messing with stuff that shouldn't be messed with. What happened. Every time travel movie ever, whenever you try to go back to fix it, it always makes it worse. Yes, it may be in the multiverse theory, you break it all up, but in a complicated way, who knows if that's how that actually happens. it's always going to be natural and raw, and nature tends to be visceral.
We just need to get a flux capacitor.
A flux capacitor would help,
Yeah.
but like it's just, it becomes to a point where we have to throw our hands up and understand that this is above our pay grade. This is something that we can either,
But is, like, even though it's above our pay grade, shouldn't we still think about it because it does ultimately impact us and our way of life?
what, I don't think we deserve that yet. I don't think we deserve that technology yet.
I'm not
We-
saying do we deserve the technology, but I'm saying, like, let's say it is happening right now. We would deserve to know that it's happening right now.
No, I know, like, I want to say yes, the freedom fighter, my tax dollars paid for it. I should know about it. I don't want to know. I mean, at the end, I really don't want to know what CERN's doing if they're gonna do it anyway. They're just gonna freak me out. Like, okay, you're bringing about all 72 demons out of hell. Shit. I can't stop you. Obviously, I can't stop CERN. So if they're really trying to do some demonic shit, it's like, do I want to know that they're doing demonic shit, or is this a case of ignorance is bliss? Yes, it is. It's ignorance is bliss.
I mean, in my opinion, I would want to know because then, like, I could prepare myself because the anxiety's, like, I already know that they're doing shit that I don't know about, and I think about it all the time, and I'm like, what the fuck? What
How
are
do
they
you-
doing?
How do you prepare for being raped by thousands of demons flooding through a black hole on Earth? Buy a bunch of lube, you diddying it up.
Yep.
You'll be diddy all of a sudden. You gotta get all the baby oil. Make sure my fucking assless chaps are over here, because
I be putting in some hours.
yeah, we're about to work. But no, it's I don't think I want to know. It's like, y'all figure it out. We kind of already, I think deep down everyone knows that this is I don't want to say simulation theory. We all know that it's an experience. It's a once in a lifetime, quote unquote, experience. And we got scientists out there, we got people out there trying to make us spicy. They're definitely doing it. Is it good for the world? Who knows, but they're doing it anyway.
I mean, you're not wrong. They are doing it anyway. Just feel like knowing about it. I don't know. I like to know about things. It makes me feel more secure.
If I have no finger in the pie, keep that pie over there. Like, I'm over here eating apple pie. They're over there making peach pie, but they're like, you can't have none of this. I'd rather not even know it was over there.
Why you gotta bring peach pie into this?
Hungry.
Fair.
But it just, at the end of the day, it breaks back down to these projects are still being funded by world leaders, huge investors. This is profitable to someone. You don't spend that much money.
They wouldn't do it if it wasn't profitable.
I mean, it's the one they have is over like a mile long, and they want a bigger one, which means whatever they're doing is working, and it's not strong enough. I think somewhere, maybe fake news, but I think somewhere I heard that eventually they want to build one that wraps around the entire planet. And I'm like,
That's insane.
I'm like, whoa.
No, I'm not cool with that. Not around the whole world.
Because the vacuum of space will save so much energy keeping it cool. Because you gotta imagine these it's underground,
Right.
because the deeper you go, the colder it gets until you pass that threshold. It starts getting hotter. Yeah, you start
Once
getting
you're in
the
the crust, it gets cooler until you of it. Like,
Yeah,
amazing.
there's a sweet spot in there, and they like to be in that sweet spot to keep everything cool because they're basically having thermonuclear reactions happening
Oh yeah.
every fucking few seconds. Every time they turn that fucking thing on, they're colliding. Maybe I'm mistaken. They're not combining. Maybe they're not like smashing atoms together. Maybe they're smashing like molecules and seeing what happens. I'm not totally learned. This it would be something we have to make an episode, and I actually like break down and read. This is just off the top of the dome.
Oh yeah.
But either
No, I get
way,
that.
smashing any amount of things against each other is going to create massive amounts of heat. But at the end of the day, CERN is basically a smash room for scientists. They go in and break shit. They're mad, they break shit, and they see what the fuck happened. And we got down a little rabbit hole there.
We definitely did.
For those listening, this is season 0, episode 0 of Project Complicated. My name is Orion,
I'm Rabbit.
and we are testing our audio. We're seeing what our levels look like, what our sounds look like. We plan on creating a podcast, a broadcast, a radio show, a talk show, whatever you want to call it. We are going to be putting our thoughts out there, and we're looking for other people who are like-minded, who want to join and jump in the conversation and stuff like that. And we're in an era in our lives where we're comfortable, but we're curious.
And we realize that the world around us and everything going on is complicated to talk about.
And me and Rabbit, we can sit here and bounce back and forth off the walls as we do all the time, and we never have anyone else to show us different points of view, or maybe show us an entirely different recollection of the event. So deal with us for now. We're going through promos, we're making intros, we're still working on the format. The show will hopefully grow. We will keep at it. We're taking this seriously, and we have a lot of very fun topics ahead. Havana syndrome is on there. We have adrenochrome, Tartaria, Lemuria. We're even jumping into weird cryptid stuff. We'll be doing political stuff.
True crime.
True crime is definitely on there because a lot of these things, like the missing scientists and stuff, like this is happening. And sure, it might be part of like a theory's conspiracy, but at the end of the day, these are people are actually dead.
Or missing.
So I mean, at that point, it's a conspiracy theory and a true crime episode all at once, and that makes it complicated.
Like, it's
Yeah,
hard to
we're-
put things in categories, but I mean, we're gonna talk about the things that other people have talked about, yeah, but from our own points of view and doing our own research and looking at facts and, formulating our own opinions about it.
And I imagine, like you've heard a lot of these subjects, and we've covered a lot of stuff, and it's one of those things where if you don't experience it, you can't live it. And I hear and I experience so many different podcasts and stuff like that from everybody else that I want to see what my audience does, what our audience is thinking.
We want to make it more like a conversation with you guys because your opinion matters too. I mean, your perspective on things matter.
We're not perfect. No one is, but one of the things they don't tell you about podcasting is you have to create a pilot and all that stuff to even be approved to create the rest of your show. We're going to create the show no matter what. We're working on programs. Today, we're not very good at the editing parts and stuff and matching it all together. So right now the schedule will probably be one episode a month. We're looking forward to being able to refine what we do and making that one episode a week and then seeing how that goes.
And then branching out from there, because who knows?
Exactly. Then we can work in live streams. We can work in uh, private Discord meetings between us and our subscribers. There's, a lot of room for growth. This is our first recording. We're doing this on the fly. And yeah, and if the audio is not going to be great, the background, you probably hear my fan in the background, who knows. We'll put this up with generic photo, upload it to our different sources, and just see how it sounds, see how it goes. It may be internal only, but I don't. I kind of like for y'all to see, like.
It depends on how the rest of this conversation goes. Like, let's
I want to see. I want to see how, like. I mean.
So we've already talked about some really cool stuff. Just saying.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, sure, we messed up a bunch. See, there was one. No, I could edit that out, but normal people make normal mistakes, especially when you're on the spot. You're on a microphone. You're on. This is gonna be heard by hundreds, hopefully, maybe thousands, if not millions of people. And not the goal of, okay, let's view max or anything. No, I don't want this to ever be the number one podcast in the world. That's insane. That's way too much responsibility. But I would love to create a community where it's us. We all have these thoughts. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a dialogue. We'll make the videos. We'll provide them in a forum where all of our listeners can put in their 2 cents, and we can all look at these things and maybe we'll go back to videos after our listeners are like, hey, these are topics you didn't cover in that one episode.
Yeah, we'll definitely come back with like updates and stuff based on the feedback, what we missed in the original airing of that topic, stuff like that. Like,
it's built into our data sheet. It's built into our OneDrive. We literally have the episode date when they air, and we have columns set aside for updates 1 and 2.
Could be more later on. It depends. Like,
yeah,
especially with like true crime and stuff like that, where things are evolving and new information may come out. We could update later on when we have more information that we can dive into and talk about with you guys.
And so I'm really excited for this project. It's something I've wanted to do a long time. I've always loved the radio. Art Bell, Coast to Coast AM, was one of my staples as a child growing up. And it's what literally introduced me to this entire genre of life. I didn't even know there was a supernatural. I didn't know there was a paranormal until I got a hold of his radio programming. And I imagine many of you are the same. I'm almost 40 years old. I'm hardcore millennial generation. Why the fuck is everything going crazy? And many of you, maybe some of you are newer, maybe some of you are even older. But this is us from our point of view. This is how we see these topics. We're covering what did happen and what's happened since then. And hopefully it's something you guys enjoy. Hopefully it's something you guys like and subscribe to. And hopefully it's something you guys get involved with. Because we're very, very antisocial, to put it bluntly. We're here, we're doing this behind cameras, behind mics, but we definitely still feel a sense of community with these obscure fringe side of real life. All of that said, I thank you for listening. If you're listening, you're very privileged, because this probably will get taken down after a while. This is episode 0 of season 0. I've been your host, Orion,
I'm Rabbit.
and thank you. Get ready for a complicated project.